Hi everybody, I thought I'd just put together a little video because I've had a couple of people ask me via email how I get my sit stays so good. And I know I'm not a dog trainer, I've just educated myself in lots of different avenues, so I thought I'd just show you the things that I've learnt. So this is Levi, he's a 5-year-old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and he's done quite a bit of education at the local dog school as well as through Mind Dog Australia and through Therapy Dogs Australia as well. So I'll just show you a few of the things that we did to get started with our sit stays. So to begin with, we would start at a heel position like this in a sit, and then I would ask him to stay with a word and a hand signal, stay, and then I'd walk away with my right leg. He knows that if I step off on my left foot, it means we're going somewhere, but if I step off with my right foot, he should stay still. So I'll look at him and I'll just say stay, and then I'll step in front of him. Some dogs don't like eye contact, but some dogs do. Levi's one of those dogs that actually really gets reinforcement with eye contact. So I'm just telling him, good boy, good boy, good boy. And then I'm going to step back to the same original position. Good boy, free. Good boy, he's a good boy. Good job, good job. This way. Good. So I'll pop him back in and I'll show you the next step. Sit. You've got to sneeze. Good. So I'm going to tell him to stay this time, and I'm going to walk a little bit further away, and when I return I'm actually going to walk around him. So once again, the important step is to step off on your right foot, stay. Good boy. Good. So I'm using the good boy tone just to let him know he's got it right. Good boy. And you'll notice that he's staring at me with really strong eye contact, which is not common for dogs, but for Levi it works, so I'm going to roll with it because it's just something that he gets a lot of reassurance from. Good boy. So now I'm going to return around him, and only when I've found my position do I let him know that he is free. Good boy. Yes. Good boy, good boy. This is such a good boy. And sit. So I don't need the lead now, I just wanted to show you how it worked when you first doing it. So I'll just chuck that over there. So now I'm going to show you how if I start to walk with the left foot, he will know to come with me. Levi, heel, heel. Oh, yeah, heel. Good boy. This way. Levi, this way. Levi, heel. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. And sit. Good boy. So I'll tell him now to stay again. Stay, and with the right foot he knows not to follow. Good boy. But from here I can actually ask him to come to me. Levi, come. Good boy. Yes. And then I reward him if he sits directly in front of me. Levi, come. Sit. Yes. So at that position, then I can once again tell him to stay, and with my right foot I'm going to sit, stay. Good boy. Good boy. So now I'm going to come around to there. Good man. Stay. Good boy. So this for Levi becomes quite uncomfortable because he can't have that eye contact that he really likes. Good boy. Good boy. Going to make it even harder for him now. Good boy. Good boy. So for him, he loves eye contact. This is really uncomfortable for him. Good boy. So I'm still not going to make eye contact with him for the minute. And I'm not going to reward that because he shifted. I'm going to ignore it though, but just not reward it. Then I'm going to step back into that position and just relax for a minute, not make a big deal of it. Good boy. Free. Yes. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Well done. This way. This way. Sit. Lay down. Stay. So now we'll move on to a drop stay. Good boy. So once again I'm going to remember to step off on my right foot. Stay. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good boy. and free. Good boy, yes. Good boy, good boy, good boy. So this way, Levi this way. Good, sit. So Levi did some training in agility. So in obedience, they train on the left generally, but in agility, you have to be able to do both sides. So if I'm asking him to walk on the left, I use the word heel. But if I'm wanting him to walk on the right, I use the word side. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Lay down. Stay. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. So that was a little stress yawn, probably because his siblings are barking in the backyard. But you're doing very well. So if I use the eye contact, did you see the back leg move then a little bit? So he was thinking about hopping up out of that drop position, but I haven't released him yet. He's still doing some stress flicks there, but I'm just holding the eye contact. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. A stress flick. Good boy. I'm just waiting for a sign of relaxation before I move on. Good boy. Good boy. There we are. Good. Good. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. You're doing fine. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Levi, come. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Levi. The other thing that I utilize a lot, stay, is the tone of voice. So this is something that in the therapy dog training world we were taught, which is very much using the tone of voice to let the dog know what it is you're wanting. And the way that I learned to do that was very much thinking about the sentence I was trying to say and how I might say it to a child. Or the ducks have just gone over. How I might say it to a child. For example, if I was saying to a child, don't you dare, Levi, come. Sit, lay down, stay, thank you. So if I was saying it to a child, I might say, don't you dare get in the pool, don't you dare. So the tone that I would use for Levi would be, good boy. So my tone of voice is using the same sort of tone, but the term good boy means that when we're in public setting with clients, in a hospital setting, the patients or the clients may not realise that we're actually giving a warning to the dog. And then if we want to use a holding pattern, we might use the tone, good boy, like when we have a child and we might be saying, you're doing really well, great effort, good job, good boy. So when I'm using the good boy tones, I'm just thinking about the sentence I might want to say and interpreting that. If I'm giving a really stern, grumpy tone, good boy, I really mean that. So he has very much learnt those tones so that if he's working with a client, I can instruct him, you're doing the right thing, move away, step back, just by using that tone of voice, which is really helpful when you're in a public setting. Good boy, Levi, thank you very much. So, not the best demonstration today, but a bit of an idea on the sorts of things that we might do. I hope that that's helpful. I think I'll just reinforce the commands that I've used today, which have been the hand signal sit, with the word sit, the hand signal of lay down that goes from the nose to the floor. We also have stand, which goes from the nose and upwards, and then stay, which is like shutting a gate. Stay, just in front of the face. So they're the commands that are really useful for me in my pack of 5 dogs, and I suppose that's how I've managed to get them all into doing a pretty good sit stay. Thank you very much for your time today.